RBI in Axis. Let's find out how we can execute risk-based inspection in Axis. This is a rather straightforward process. Simply go to your desired pressure vessel in your maintenance hierarchy, Asset Properties, or enter the tag number in the search bar. You can copy damage mechanisms for cases such as equipment operating in parallel or assets with similar designs. For low criticality equipment, it may not be necessary for this assessment to be done and will be shown as assessment not required. The risk-based inspection is divided into the external and internal assessment. Using this pressure vessel, let's start with the external assessment. You can see historical assessment results in the high-level summary page. This will be updated after our inspection is done. You can add a pre-programmed damage mechanism which is specific to the external condition of the asset. This is a short list of the common damage mechanisms. Choosing atmospheric corrosion, the likelihood of failure is chosen, taking into account the coating condition, coating age, temperature, and so forth. The consequence of failure is then selected. A table is used to visualize this risk ranking of the damage mechanism. Axis will then automatically determine the inspection interval and the next inspection date. After completing the external assessment, mark the assessment complete to prevent accidental change. Now for the internal assessment for the same pressure vessel. Similar to the external damage mechanisms, a short list of both age-related and non-age-related internal damage mechanisms are presented. Nominating general corrosion, which is an age-related damage mechanism, we would be presented with two extra tabs, which are rates and confidence and indicators. Within Axis, you can either use the design corrosion rate or choose to populate the data yourself. The current wall thickness, date, and design corrosion rates are added with the confidence factors, also filled in accordingly. If an indicator is already linked, the indicator will then populate the wall thickness measurement. If not, this can be populated by the user. If wall thickness is populated over time, then users can choose their long-term or short-term corrosion rate. The rest of the information is pulled in by Axis in regards to the current asset data and operating conditions. Now, based on the given corrosion rates, remaining life, and confidence factors that were populated previously, Axis calculates the likelihood of failure. You can choose to override this calculation, however, and user-defined likelihood of failure will not take into consideration of the remaining life and confidence factors. The consequence of failure is then selected. This will then produce the estimated internal inspection interval. The overall assessment's results are now shown in the summary page, with both the finalized external and internal assessment reports automatically generated in Axis. For easy accessibility, it can also be seen under Documents. Lastly, with both risk-based inspections marked complete, the generated external and internal inspection dates now show up in the Work Management tab under Schedule.